Hey guys, how's it going? I'm finally sitting down to record a little pregnancy update. I've been waiting for a sunny day, but they're just not coming. We actually had a tiny bit of sun yesterday, and part of me wanted to record, but the other part of me was like, no, I gotta go outside. Gotta go outside, so the dog and I went outside, and it was beautiful, but it hardly lasted more than an hour. And then it was all cloudy again. But we've had a very mild winter in Toronto. Today it's like 4 degrees. We have like no snow outside. It's been like misty. So could be worse, I guess. It looks very ugly, but at least it's not -20 because that's just painful. But anyways, I'm just past 16 weeks now, so I wanted to just go over how everything's been so far in this pregnancy. I wrote down a few things on my phone to talk about. So one of the things that I've loved about being pregnant is my skin's completely cleared up. I've had acne like since I was like, I don't know, 11. And I've had phases where it gets really bad and then it gets better, it gets bad. After I stopped my birth control pill in 2019, is it 2019? Yeah, 2019. It got really bad. And then it started to get better. And then when I got pregnant for the first time, it was terrible. My skin was really, really bad. And then I had the miscarriage. And then after some time, it was okay. But I still kept getting breakouts here and there, especially around my period. But this time, it just started clearing up completely. I have like no breakouts. Obviously I have like some old acne scars, but it's been really nice not having pimples like every month for my whole life. So I've enjoyed that a lot. Another thing that I've been having this week, it's gotten better, but for the past 2 weeks before that, every day when I was waking up with a headache. And it was just like this annoying headache that I used to previously get sometimes, but not this consistently because I was getting it every day. It's a kind of headache that if I'm not moving at all, it doesn't hurt. But if I move or I'm bending down, like it just feels like everything in there is like shaking. That would last probably like an hour or two after I got up, and then it would go away. Don't know why, but this week it's gotten better. I wonder if it has anything to do with I'm now finally using the pregnancy pillow. I will show it to you guys. I don't know. It's so big. That giant C pillow, which has been life-changing. So one side goes under your head and the other one goes in between your leg. And it's lower than the pillow I was using before. I don't know if that's what's making a difference, but I haven't been waking up with a headache. And it's been really nice and comfortable. My husband jokes that this pillow is another husband because it's so big and it literally like creates a division between us in the bed. And he's named it Jamie Fraser from The Outlander. I accepted the name, but you know, it's so nice. The other day I got up and he was still sleeping and I like tucked him in with the pillow and I was like, isn't that nice? I think he liked it because he slept for like a whole other hour after that. So he makes fun of me, but it's actually an amazing little thing. So that's something that I started, I think last week, and I've been loving it. And one of the reasons that I've been loving using the pillow is because I mentioned it briefly before in one of my other videos. I've been having terrible, terrible back pain, and I actually had to stop working. If you've been following me, you know that I'm a registered nurse and I usually work 12-hour shifts. So it was getting really, really bad to the point where I was holding back tears at work. I was just in so much pain because like the pain would start and I would be like holding someone's leg as they're pushing, and you can't just be like, oh, you know what, I gotta go take a break. It doesn't work like that. I've had osteoarthritis and herniated disc for years now, and last time when I was pregnant, when I had the miscarriage, I also had the same thing happen, like from like week 6 of pregnancy. The increase in the hormones and probably the relaxin hormone that just makes everything looser started aggravating my back pain so much. And once the fetus had stopped developing last time, that pain went away and I was like, oh great, I feel great. but turns out that's why. This time, pain's been there consistently. I have like a little bit, usually in the morning, of pain-free. Sometimes it's only like 5-10 minutes and then the pain starts. Usually it gets worse throughout the day, but I'm doing all the treatments. I'm seeing a physiotherapist, chiropractor, acupuncture, osteopath, and also a masseuse, and then also doing my exercises at home. So far, it feels like nothing has made a difference because now I'm having like the same intense pain that I was having at work, even without doing anything. Like I'll just go for a walk with my dog and come back in excruciating pain, and then have to lie down and just find a position that feels somewhat comfortable. So it's frustrating in a way, but at the same time, I know it's temporary. I know after the pregnancy, hopefully things should go back to how they were before. And it also means that the hormones are in my body and the pregnancy is continuing to develop, which is a good thing. So I just focus on those things and try to manage this as best as I can. I'm hoping that like I'm building some muscle with the exercises that I'm doing, and hopefully I'm able to go back to work. So we'll see how that goes. Another symptom that really picked up again in the second trimester, my hunger. Like in the first trimester, there was like a couple of weeks where I felt like I was hungrier, but now I'm hungry like every 3 hours, but it would just go from like not hunger to like starving to death. And it's very annoying because the other day I was like brushing my teeth. I was literally brushing my teeth, not feeling hungry at all. And halfway through brushing my teeth, I'm suddenly like, oh, I'm so hungry. I need to eat. So like stop brushing my teeth and go have a snack. And then sometimes I'll get into bed and then like 20 minutes goes by. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. And I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go to sleep. And I try to ignore it. And sometimes it doesn't work and I just have to get up and have a snack. At least I haven't really been having any bad cravings. I just want the hunger to stop. So I've been eating a lot of fruits. Like I'll just cut up like 2 oranges and an apple and just have like a big bowl of fruit, or like yogurt and granola, or like hummus and pita bread. That's usually my go-to. Like I just want the hunger to go away because sometimes it's just like the middle of the night or random times and it's not even like I'm craving something, it's really just the hunger. Also, frequent urination. I feel like I pee all of the time. That's also another really annoying thing. Because we've been having such mild weather, I've been trying to go for longer walks with my dog. And I always have to turn back at some point because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to pee. And then just like getting home, it's like horrible when I get home and I'm like running to go pee. And sometimes I go and it's not even that much pee. I was like, wow, I thought my bladder was gonna burst. So that's annoying, and I get up honestly probably 3 times in the middle of the night to pee. I do drink a lot of water as well, and I feel like I used to pee more than most people in general before the pregnancy, as I'm always drinking water. I don't have diabetes, I promise. But also this time with the pregnancy definitely made that worse. One thing that's been nice, in the very beginning, my first trimester, I didn't like the smell of coffee. I still like the taste and I still wanted it every day. But when I was brewing, before I used to love the smell, in my first trimester, that smell, I would suddenly be like, ugh, that just made me nauseous. So there were a few things here and there that would make me nauseous, but luckily the nausea was never terrible. It never lasted for too long, and I never threw up. So definitely cannot complain. But yesterday, I realized, oh yeah, I love the smell of coffee again. Like, because I used to love smelling it when I was brewing. So love that that's happening again. And lastly, fatigue and naps. They said second trimester your energy is supposed to come back and you're supposed to have more energy, but I find that hasn't really happened for me. Like I said, I'm not working, I'm not doing much. I'll go for like a walk, I'll do my exercises, grocery shopping, like not much, but by 5 p.m. every day I have to have a nap, or at least lie down. Sometimes I can't sleep, but I'm just so exhausted that I can't do anything, so I'll like put on a podcast and just lie down for an hour sometimes too. Just trying to listen to my body and do what it's telling me to do. And probably the really cloudy gray days we've been having doesn't help. I find that whenever we have sun, I perk up and I just have more energy. So that could have something to do with it as well. But I think it's just the chronic pain and my body just trying to heal that's probably making me extra exhausted. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll show you guys a little belly update. And yeah, I'll keep making little pregnancy updates as we go along. We already have our anatomy scan booked when we're going to find out the gender. So we're excited about that. So I'll definitely make a video about that as well. So here's the belly. I feel like that the skirt really makes it pop. But yeah, you can see. I feel like it's much harder down here now. And I've been using my homemade body butter, which I absolutely love, which I'm going to show you guys in this video how I make. I'm putting that on every day. So far, I haven't gotten any stretch marks, but I know they usually come later on. So we'll see. But yeah, that's the belly. So I'm finally going to be making this body butter that I've been wanting to try for a while now, since I saw it on Instagram. Jinty Fell, who I've been following for years, is also pregnant, and she posted this, and I got everything from Amazon. So I'm finally going to make it today, so I thought I would film that and share it with you guys if you guys are interested in making it yourselves. These are the things I got on Amazon. This is the cocoa butter. It comes with 1 pound. And then I got the shea butter, 1 kilo, and it was about the same price for 1 kilo of shea butter as it was for 1 pound of cocoa butter. And then I also got some vitamin E oil, which was not something she used. There we go. Which was not something she used, but I read that that's a good addition as well. And basically her instructions say to do half a cup of shea butter, half a cup of cocoa butter, and then half a cup of carrier oil. So she used a 1/4 cup jojoba oil and a 1/4 cup of castor oil. I have castor oil, should have about 1/4 cup left. I don't have any jojoba oil, and I have been using bio oil that I just got from Costco. So I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of this, a few drops of the vitamin E, and should be good. She used her blender and the consistency was beautiful. She said she recommends a mixer, like an electric mixer, but since she didn't have one, she just used her blender. I do have a mixer, but the consistency was so beautiful the way she did it, so I'm gonna risk it and use the blender. She did say hers got a little bit too liquidy and she had to pop it into the freezer for a bit and then whip it some more. So I'll try not to melt it all the way and see if that helps. The cocoa butter is really hard and that's what gets melted. The shea butter, you can like press your finger into it. It's not super hard. So she only melts the cocoa butter and then adds the carrot oils, then puts that in the blender with the shea butter. So let's give it a go. I'm just gonna weigh the butters and then get them in my pot and start melting them. Smells like cocoa. Try to use all the little crumbs because it's quite crumbly. According to Google, 109 grams was half a cup of cocoa butter. So that's what we are going with. And we're gonna do half a cup of castor oil. Castor oil is super thick. And my bio oil. Just gonna let that gently melt. Okay, while that's melting, I'm gonna just measure out my shea butter. This comes like this. So we need 107 grams of this. Much softer and buttery compared to the cocoa. Oh my god, perfect. 108. We'll go with that. That's good enough. All right, I'm going to add my shea butter first. And my oil mixture. Pour that right in. Okay, in it goes. I have a feeling it's also gonna be too liquidy and I'm gonna have to put it in the freezer, but let's see. Yep, as I predicted, it's too liquidy, but it did all come together. I'm gonna pop it into the freezer for a little bit, let it start cooling down and hardening up, and then we'll blend it some more. Okay, might have left it in the freezer for a little bit too long. Something like maybe 15 minutes. But I'm gonna scoop it out and we're gonna blend it again. Okay, it's still okay. Final blend. And this is the beautiful whipped consistency. So I'm gonna put it in my mason jar now. Okay, finally done. Loved how it turned out. Didn't realize how messy it was gonna be. Got grease on my pants and my top. So I gotta get that washed ASAP. And this is the beautiful consistency. Really creamy, buttery. I'm very excited to try this. It took longer this time, my first time. Next time I would definitely melt it less, just like halfway. And I would only melt the cocoa. I don't really see the point of also heating up the carrier oils. That might actually make them less effective if they're heated up. So next time I wouldn't do that, and yeah, hopefully next time will be faster. I will show you guys when I use it and what the consistency and feel of it is on my skin. I had this body brush before, but it's a little too coarse. Like, it's fine. Like, even for the arm, it's kind of pretty rough. It's good for the back and the legs, it's fine. But I wanted something really soft, so I ordered this one off of Amazon, and it's really, really nice and soft. So like, you could do your chest, you could even do your face. So this is what I got for the belly. Don't mind the oil stain from making the body butter. So basically, I do a dry body brush all over before my shower. I do my legs, and the belly. I just try to do more of an upward motion towards the heart. Getting all of the dead skin out, getting some stimulation. And then after my shower is when I use my oils, and now when I will use my homemade body butter that I'm very excited to try. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thank you for sticking around if you're still here. Hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys give the body butter a try, whether you're pregnant or not, because it feels amazing. I love it. I can't wait to keep using it throughout the whole pregnancy and seeing how my skin is at the end. Alright, until next time. Bye-bye.